A very good evening, everybody. This is Gulf Harbour Radio, ZMH286. Underneath a very black cloud and miserable weather here at Gulf Harbour. Boy, it's been cold and wintry all day, actually. 16 degrees now, rain. We've had passing rain showers all day. About 8 knots of wind from the northwest and a bar of 1013.7. It's just miserable. Just looking outside, you sort of give a shiver, even if you're sitting in front of the fire. We've only got a couple of boats on passage, and I will call them first. But we did have a question, and unfortunately Jim won't be on tonight to hear it because he's in Savu Savu on Cheyenne. But he did ask how you get satellite pictures and other good stuff like that if you have Sail Mail or WinLink or anything that can give you emails. And it is very easy, and the best thing to do is to go on Max's website. He's Sales Y2K. We've actually put all the detail on our website, so if you forget about this email, website address, you can go to our website and look under weather. But it's got all sorts of low bite size stuff, and it's really, really good to have a look at it because he's just done a magnificent job of putting together all the things that cruisers would want. And there's satellite images, obviously, and they are quite small. About the highest is about 46 kilobytes, but there's some smaller size ones, and he's got all of the weather maps from Fiji are available there. So while you've got really good internet in Fiji or New Caledonia, wherever you happen to be, it would be a good idea to download that and have a look at what Max has got. I'll give you the address now. It's https://www. And here's the good stuff. Y2K Sail. So y2ksail.com/meteo-link.html. If you need me to repeat all of that, I can certainly do it later. But it's a fantastic website with very helpful stuff. And it doesn't matter what you've got by way of getting emails. It can be anything. It could be, as I say, it's just very, very easy to get, no matter whether you're on Iridium, Inmarsat, Sail Mail, WinLink, whatever you've got. And it's real easy with all of the different options. So download that when you're in town somewhere or got internet access, and then you can upload the sites of interest. And as Jim was saying, it really is. And we actually had a different system, but we got direct satellite pics, and it was extremely useful to make decisions by. And talking about satellite pictures, there's a lovely messy southwest Pacific at the moment, so I'm going to see, obviously Nespark has got the wind back again because he's shooting along, and we've got Gone with the Wind and Pogean heading towards Denarau. So let's try Gone with the Wind, Gulf Harbour.
Gone with the wind.
It's pretty light, Liam, but go ahead. Over.
Okay, up to 2056 south, 17851 east, breeze about 12 to 14 knots east, speed over the ground probably average 8 knots, course 315, distance to go to the pass 205, wind started about 2 metres, 3 metres earlier today, so it's coming down. Yeah, nice sunny day, over.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that because it looks like, you've passed all that muck that's beneath you. Gone with the Wind at 2056 south, 17851 east, with 12 to 15 knots of easterly and doing about 8 knots on a course of 315. Pogean is obviously keeping up with you there. 205 to go. The swell is down from 3 to 2 metres, and it has been a lovely sunny day. Well, that's great, but I suspect you're not going to be there by lunchtime tomorrow. What's your latest ETA? Over.
You know, Patricia, I think we'll make it late afternoon. Late afternoon or even into the evening. The speed has dropped. We were averaging sort of 9, 10 knots. Now we're probably averaging about 7 to 1. Late afternoon, early evening, I think, Patricia, over.
Roger that, and I presume all is well on board, and Pajian is all good too, over?
We've lost track of them. I don't know. Do you have them on AIS?
Yes, I certainly do. They're not very far from you, actually. Let me just see. And in fact, their AIS report was more recent than yours. Why have I just lost the AIS? Hang on a minute. Refresh this and go. I was actually looking at NESPUC, so I have to pop it onto you again. Here we go. Yes, very close to you. If you look at us in a northeast direction, 42 minutes ago they were at 2109 and 17917. So yeah, just to the right of you, slightly further north. Over.
Yeah, thank you. It's about 13 miles away. That's sort of what, at one stage today, they were showing 41 miles behind. But I think it's just a delayed AIS signal, over.
Yeah, Roger, because funnily enough, your AIS report here is 3 hours 16 behind, and theirs is 42 minutes. I don't understand that when the satellite would have picked you up both together, I would have thought. But I've stopped trying to make logic out of some of these reports. Okay, looks like you've got pretty much the same again. Is that correct? Yeah, pretty much. It's interesting. East with a skosh south of east, but nothing that's going to be upsetting you between now and arrival. So that looks good. So have a good last safe night, and just send me an email or something when you get there. Anything else, Liam, over?
I'll give them the forecast for future.
It's good to know that we're not in terminal crash. So it'd be good to have just a good sail, because it has been bouncy a lot of the time. That's it. We'll go on the side.
Okay, there you go.
What's that?
Liam.
Yeah, Liam, just very quickly, Dave here, I give you the forecast for Fiji itself. And this is coming from Fiji Met. So they still have a strong wind warning that remains in force for all Fiji waters. Strong southeasterly flow, 20 to 25 knots. That will gradually, according to them, gradually ease from later tonight. They still expect rough seas. Tomorrow, as you're getting there, southeasterly is, according to them, 15 to 20. So that's pretty good. Should be a good arrival. Over.
Very encouraging, David. Very encouraging. We've been through the worst, and the sailing now is quite good. The boat's fairly level, sort of, and yeah, we're getting along nice. Thanks for that, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Okay, cheers. Yeah, you might not, because it usually gets pretty busy when you're coming in. You might be right on the arrival time. Okay, and greetings to Annie as well. Clear, worth gone with the wind. NESPUC, Gulf Harbour.
Listening to Gulf Harbour, this is NESPUC. We are on the way to Newcastle at the moment on 25 degrees, 14 minutes south and 170 degrees, 38 east. We are going with approximately 7 knots to 325 degrees. The wind is coming from northeast. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, and we're interested to know the cloud cover. Over.
Sorry, again, please.
Yeah, Thomas, could you give us the cloud cover? We're just looking at the satellite picture and just trying to work out exactly whether you've got 100% or not. Over.
100% cloudy.
Yep. Okay, I've got NESPUC, and this is interesting because it's still not showing accuracy with the GFS model. NESPUC is 2513 and 17038 east on a course of 325 magnetic, 7 knots, with a north-northeast wind, and the GFS, and this has not been accurate for virtually all his trip from, well, mostly, about 80% inaccurate from Opua, and it's showing southeast 10 at the moment. So anyway, it sounds like all is well, especially with those 7 knots. Have you got anything to add, David? Yes, hang on, Thomas.
Yeah, we shouldn't wrap it too hard because you're right at the axis of the frontal band. So in other words, just to the north of the axis, you've got essentially northeast winds, give or take. And then if you're on the other side, you've got southeast winds. So it looks like GFS has just sort of moved the axis slightly. They pretty much are in agreement, EC and GFS. They're pretty much in agreement with what's going on. They've just, one model's moved it a little bit further than the other. So again, this reiterates the fact that the model is just an idea. So you've heard me say that a million times, and that's all it is. And so getting it that close, that's good enough, as long as you know what is going on. So now you do. You're in the middle of the axis of a trough.
Thank you much.
Okay, have a good night. At least you're getting closer now, and with nice, well, much better sailing conditions. Okay, is there anybody else wanting to make contact with Gulf Harbour? Please call. Hello, Benno, and you've got your land legs by now, probably. Good evening to you and Marlene. How's it going?
Yeah, good evening, Patricia and David. Yeah, all is going very well. Well, here we yesterday with the officials, everything went well, but we had some things happen for the marina. The marina was fully booked, so we lost way more hours until we got a third for clearance. So it's recommended for the other boats to make a reservation if they like to take the around. Over.
Yes, roger that. That's quite a few boats have reported that. You really need to make a reservation, which is actually quite difficult because they want it quite ahead of time, and that doesn't really suit sailboats. But anyway, if possible, make a reservation for dinner hour, and then at least you'll know when the possibility of getting in is. But anyway, you're able to take your dinghy and do what you want on shore, I assume. Over. Roger that. I'm sure other people can hear you from there. I'm actually struggling a little bit with your signal. It's down a bit tonight, but there's, I guess, a lot of competition around to get your signal. So, oh well, at least you don't have meetings, business meetings to go to, so you have to go with the flow. Over. Yeah, you will need to go with the flow, and just as well you don't have meetings arranged to go to. Over.
Yeah, Roger. At the moment, we are visiting our friends here. We are interested in other islands. Our friends
Oh, okay. So you've finished, I presume you've finished all the entry permit stuff. Over.
Problem, we were tested with this big corrupt test, and no problem with that. And we even mentioned that we spent 10 days in Minerva, but that was no problem at all. So everything seems to be quite normal here. Over.
Roger, I'll just repeat that. You did get tested and no problem there, and you did advise you had 10 days at Minerva, and that was not an issue at all, folks. Not an issue at all. Thank you for confirming that, Benno. All right, so enjoy the area. Over.
Yeah, thank you very much, and have a nice evening, and see you tomorrow. Belena clear with Harbour.
Okay, and hello to Marlene. So, yeah, goodness, I'm looking out and thinking about our evening here, and I'm glad I didn't ask what the temperature was in Dinnerhour, because it's pretty miserable looking out our window here. Is there anybody else for Gulf Harbour? I think I hear someone in the background, but it's very, very light. Is there any relays for me? No, nothing heard. And I'm just going to repeat this really excellent website for those people who would like some of the Fiji maps or to get a satellite picture. You can choose, in fact, the time and choose, in fact, the where you want it from. For example, if you want Vanuatu and Newcastle, or New Zealand, or just a Latin long, 140 east to 145 west, 10 north to 35 south, or whatever it is that you want. These are updated every 10 minutes. So what you're going to get is very, very up to date. It's very well worthwhile going onto Max's website. And after all the HTTP blah, 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 dub, it is y2ksail.com/Meteo, METEO hyphen LINK link.html, and have a look at what is available, because it's extremely useful, especially for those who like to know what's going on in the sky above them. Okay, cheers everybody. We will be back again tomorrow. Have a good night and stay safe. Cheers all.
Are you off?
No? Oh God, I've only just put the microphone down.
No, I have a question on the address.